Hi, I'm Jill, and this is my friend Alyssa. We're with the Sacred Yoga Institute, and we're going to take you through a beginner's to maybe intermediate yoga class today to evoke more curiosity in your life. I just want to express that I used to take yoga classes years ago, and I didn't realize the power of yoga until I started a daily practice. So we encourage you to start a daily practice, even 10 minutes a day. The amount of flexibility increase that I've experienced, I have better balance, I have more strength, which is wonderful without using anything but my body weight. And my connection to breath and breath extensions has really improved. So there's so many benefits to yoga. And yoga really means to yoke to the divine within you. So a lot of these poses or asanas were originally intended to prepare the body and mind for meditation, which is why we have Savasana at the end. I'll be taking the first part of the class, and then Alyssa will continue with the last part of the class. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll just start in a seated position where you're comfortable, hands rested wherever you're comfortable, and start to come into the moment. Start to use your senses, perhaps even closing your eyes, or if you'd like to visually notice what's around you, listening for sounds, being in the space, and coming into the moment. Take a nice inhale and exhale. I invite you to bring your fingertips to your shoulders, and we'll start to roll one direction, creating imaginary circles with your elbows. Slow circles. And then when you're ready, go ahead and reverse the direction. And gently lower your hands down again to your knees. Allow your head to just fall over to the right shoulder here. If you'd like a little extra stretch, experiment by lifting your left arm on a diagonal out to the left. Inhale your head back up and allow your head now to fall to the left shoulder. Good. Bring your hands back in. I invite you to inhale your arms up, long, stretch, stretch, stretch. And as you exhale, big out the mouth, exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale your arms up, stretch, 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 and a nice exhale out the mouth. Great. This time, after you inhale, keep your mouth closed as you exhale. Imagining you're fogging up that mirror, and that is our Ujjayi breathing that you may experience more through the class, through your yoga practice. Inhale your arms up again. Exhale, twist, left arm coming down to the left, to the right knee, right arm behind you. Look over your shoulder and breathe. Come back to center. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, twist over to the left now. Come back to center. And we'll do some seated cat-cows from here. So placing your hands on your knees. Inhale as you push your chest and your heart open, lifting your gaze and connecting your shoulder blades closer. On your exhale, round your shoulders down, expand your shoulder blades, look towards the navel. And repeat a few more of these at your pace, at your breath. Yoga is all about your experience, connecting with your own breath. And we invite you to just be curious about any thoughts that come up, about any feelings that you have within your body. Exhale, curl the back like your seated cat. And inhale, open up your heart, your gaze. And on your last exhale and rounding, just come back to a neutral position. And we'll do a seated C stretch. So sitting up really tall, head towards heaven, right hand maybe placed gently behind you, next to you. Or if you'd like to place your hand on the block in level 1 position, inhale your left arm up. Exhale over. Any amount where you're feeling that nice side body stretch along the left side, you may choose to look under your arm. Breathe. Inhale, lift your arm back up and switch sides, maybe bringing the block with you. Set your hand on the ground next to you and inhale your right arm up. Stretch, 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 as if you're up against a wall, and with just a nice, gentle leaning to the left, feeling that side stretch all along your right side body now. And you may want to look under your arm if you like. And hand comes down. We'll be moving into a supine position here, or lying on the mat. So however you want to get down. Left leg out strong. Pull your right knee in. Half wind pose. Just a nice rocking of the leg, the knee, whatever feels good to you. Draw your left leg to plant your foot near your bum, knee up, and extend your right leg up. Now from here, you may want to flex and point, roll your ankle, whatever feels good. Letting the blood flow in a different direction for our legs. Giving a little love to the work that our legs do. Relax your face and relax your jaw. Breathe. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left leg somewhere. Grab hold back of your left hamstring and draw your hips and your knees all in for recline pigeon. You might want to rock from side to side. You may want to be still. Choice is always yours. You may want to check in with your body here, see what you're feeling. Experiment maybe with pushing out on your knee a little bit to go deeper into the stretch. Whatever feels good to you. Gently lower the foot down. Stay in this number 4 position and scoot your hips over just a couple inches to the right side. Lower your foot down to the left, and you may want to have your block underneath your foot or just let it fall to the floor, whichever feels good to you. Just see how this feels using the block wherever you'd like. Breathe. There's a nice stretch for the IT band all along the right side. And our class today is about releasing judgment and choosing curiosity. So we invite you to come back to that intention of being more curious in your life. Engage your core and inhale your legs back up. Unwind, and we'll switch sides here. So draw your left knee in. You can choose to keep your right knee bent or let your right leg extend out. And just hug your left leg in, maybe rocking side to side. Bring your right foot back to plant, knee up, and extend your left leg up long and tall. Little bend is fine, and pointing and flexing your toe, rolling out your ankle. Notice anything going on in your body here. Relax your face, relax your jaw, and breathe. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee, creating that number 4. Grab a hold of your right thigh and bring your legs up into your pigeon. I like to keep my lower back firmly planted into the mat. Sometimes I'll put the block under my sit bones to just bring everything up a little bit closer. Yoga is about your experimentation, your journey with your body, with your breath, and with your thoughts. Keep coming back to your breath and ease into the relaxation of this more and more as you're able. One more slow, steady breath here. And lower your right foot down. Scoot your hips over a couple inches to the left. Shoulders away from ears. And allow your right foot just to fall over to the floor, to the mat, to the earth. Cracking. Aim to keep your shoulders on the mat. And breathe. Relax your face. Engage your core and lift back up. Unwind, and we'll shift over to the right side. Bring your block with you, and you may want to place it under your head for a little support here. You may want to rest on your arm if you don't have a block. I find the block is helpful. Feet are in alignment with your hips. Your knees are on a 45-degree angle. Extend your top leg, your left leg out straight. A little bend is fine, and flex your foot. Engage your core, lift the leg to where you start to feel engagement in your major muscle groups. You may want to place your hand on the outside upper gluteal area, on your hip, on your outer, on your hamstring, on your quad. Engage your core and have some tiny pulses here. Breathing as you go, tiny pulses. And lower the leg. Place your foot somewhere behind you and straighten your bottom leg out, flexing your foot. You may also choose to place that foot in front and over your bottom leg. The choice is yours. We're going to be aiming a little bit towards the inner thigh area now. Engage your core and lift the bottom leg, flexed foot, tiny pulses. Breathe into it. And gently lower down. Let's take a quad stretch here. So grabbing hold of any part of your top leg, your left leg, maybe along the foot, maybe along the shin. Just breathe in and out for a nice, gentle quadricep stretch. And release down. We're going to be moving over to the belly. So if you want to just shift everything, placing your elbows under your shoulders, fanning your hands out in front of you, fingertips wide, letting your feet just flail out. This is our Sphinx pose, and as you feel comfortable here, your choice to just gently, ever so slightly lift your gaze. Shoulders away from ears, and breathe. Going to move into some baby cobras here, placing your hands under your shoulders. Again, feet are just relaxed. As you inhale, push into the mat, lift up, engaging your upper back. Exhale, lower down. This can be just a tiny motion. You'll start to feel this in the back of your arms. Inhale, pushing into the mat with your fingertips, your knuckles, your palms. Exhale, back down. Shoulders, elbows close to the body. Inhale, come up. Upper back is working, back of arms. Exhale, lower down. Good. We're going to move into child's pose here. So push up into a neutral tabletop all the way back into child's pose. You can bring your block with you for underneath your head, or just rest your head on the mat. I like to place my fingertips, push my fingertips into the mat here for a nice extra back stretch. Feels so good. Breathe and relax your face, relax into child's pose. Bring your hips back up, come back down into your Sphinx, onto your belly. Actually, we'll just move over to the other side, bringing your block underneath your head. Creating that 45-degree angle with your legs. Placing your arms where they're comfortable. Top leg, right leg out, flex foot. Lift it to where you feel some engagement. Engage your core, and tiny pulses here. Lower the leg down. Bring the foot back behind you, place it on the mat, straighten out your lower leg. Engage your core once again. Lift the bottom leg, flex foot. Feel the engagement in your inner thigh and tiny pulses here. Lower the leg down and we'll move into quad stretch for the right leg. Breathe deeply in and out. Release your leg and shift your over to the back again here. We're going to have the knees up. Your feet will be planted near your bum so that maybe when your hands are out, they can touch or almost touch, so about hip distance apart. And you may want to bring your block in between your knees here. I like doing the bridge pose with block between my knees. And first we're going to start with some little baby tilts. So have your shoulders away from your ears, plant your hands on the mat next to you gently. And as you inhale, just tiny movement, curl your hips up to press your lower back into the mat. Exhale to release. It's a very small movement. Having some awareness of our spine. Inhale your hips up, pressing your lower back into the mat. Exhale to release. And one last time. Inhaling to curl up. And exhaling to release. Moving into a higher bridge now. Inhale as you curl and lift your hips up, pushing into your block. Breathe and hold. You may decide if you'd like to clasp your hands underneath you. That's optional. Wherever you're comfortable, try to relax every part of your body, but the major muscle groups that are working here, your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. Push your knees into the block. A little shaking is normal. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. And when you're ready to lower down, we're going to go very slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Come down super, super slow. You can remove the block and draw your knees into hug here. A little shifting from side to side. Feels so good. We're going to do a couple eagle crunches if you like. So just go ahead and let your feet fall flat on the mat again. Knees are up. Cross left leg over the right. Draw your arms straight up so your fingers are pointing up. Right arm comes over your left and bend your elbows. Twist those arms to where your fingertips are pointed back behind you. Engage your core. Lift your legs up. And on your inhale long here, exhale crunch your upper body up. Elbows closer to knees. And then lower down. Crunch up. Release back down. And last one. Take a crunch. And release. Go ahead and release your arms and your legs. And we'll set up for the other side. Cross your right leg over your left. Arms come up, left arm over the right, twist and wrap to where you're comfortable. Palm might be behind palm, or you might twist wherever it's working for you. Inhale your legs up on a 90-degree angle, and when you're ready, crunch up, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. And one last time. And then lower down. And if it worked better for you to do any variation of boat pose, that's fine too. I invite you to have a nice long pencil stretch here. Let your legs come flat. Inhale your arms up, pointing, stretching really long. Saying hi to your neighbor. And then if you'd like to, use the block under your sit bones for just a nice release of stretch here. Experiment with what this feels like. Or stay in your pencil stretch. We'll just stay here for a couple breaths. I invite you to come back to our intention for the class of being more curious. How would your life be different if you just choose to be more curious about everything? Bring your feet back to plant near your bum and release your block if you have it under you. And now Alyssa's going to take over for the second half of our class.
I turned off my mic, so if you want to turn it on, All right, so moving up to tabletop position. So coming up any which way. If you'd like to roll to your side and come up, you can do so. But any way you'd like to get to tabletop. So hands come slightly forward, fingertips and palms press into the mat. Breathing deep here. On an inhale, tuck the toes and lift the hips up to the sky for downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet here. And again, reconnect your breath with the Ujjayi breathing. It sounds like ocean waves or fogging up a mirror. Let the head hang. Shoulders are away from ears. And on your next inhale, inhale the right leg up to the sky. Feel free to take a bend in your knee here, further opening the hip. You may do some circles if you'd like, or keep it still. On an exhale, your right foot comes in between your hands. Back foot pivots 45 degrees. Ensure you have a stable foundation here for heel to arch alignment, and rising up slowly, walking your hands up your leg. Arms can rise, facing forward into warrior one. Deep breathing here. Exhale, open warrior two. Back foot comes to 90 degrees. Gaze comes over your right fingertips, making sure your tailbone is tucked. Again, breathing deep. Inhale your right arm up, left arm drops back behind the leg or tucks behind the back. Gaze is up at the right fingertips. Exhale, forearm to quad, left fingertips rise. And feel free to use the block here. Gaze is up at the left fingertips. Begin to straighten that front leg and walk your back leg in a few inches. Your hands come out to a T, and you're going to reach forward with your right hand and lower it down for triangle. And again, you can use a block here. Gaze is up at your left fingertips, and hand can be on your shin, block, or ankle. You don't want to dump into this pose. You want to keep your waist and head in one line. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, come to rising. Toes face to the long edge of your mat, out into a V. Move into a goddess pose, into star. So go post the arms, and you're going to sink, keeping the tailbone tucked as far as you can here. And again, releasing judgment and choosing curiosity here. If you can't go down far, that's okay. And exhale, lower down. And then inhale, reach. Limbs are extended. Your head looks up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach to star. Exhale, lower. See if you can go a little bit deeper here. Inhale, star. Exhale, lower. We'll do one more here. Inhale, reach, extend the arms up. Exhale, sink deep into goddess. Coming back up to neutral. Toes are turned in, hinging at the hips and maintaining a flat back. You lower slowly down. Here you may want your block to rest your forearms or your head or your fingertips on. Just hang, releasing any judgments here. Surrendering to this moment and into the pose. So coming up from forward fold, you're going to turn your toes to the back of your mat. Exhale the arms down, plant them firmly again, rooting into the fingertips, and step back into downward facing dog. Again, facing the back of your mat, the shoulders away from the ears, head hangs, establishing your breath. This time, on an inhale, your left leg lifts. Feel free to bend at the knee here. You can do some circles as well to open up the left hip this time. Exhale your left foot in between your hands. Pivot your back foot 45 degrees. Establish yourself here. And slowly walk up your leg to warrior one. Hands come out by the ears, tailbone stays tucked. Gaze is up at the fingertips. Exhale, open up for warrior two. Gaze is over your left fingertips. Back foot is 90 degrees. Inhale your left arm up, and your right arm slides back down your leg or is tucked behind your back. Your gaze is up at your left fingertips. Exhale, extended side angle. Feel free to grab your block here, or your forearm comes to your quad and your right fingertips and gaze. Look up. Coming back up and straightening the left leg, bringing the back leg in a few inches, reaching out in front of you and lowering the left arm down for triangle trikonasana pose, left side. Opening your side body, gaze is up at your right fingertips. Breathing deep here. Inhale, come up. Toes flip to the long edge of your mat. Come out to a V, and again we'll do 5 more goddess squats to star. So again, goal post your arms, and exhale, sink and lower down. Finding you might be a little lower this time. And inhale, arms and gaze look up. Exhale, lower. Again, become curious on how low you can go, keeping the tailbone tucked. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, lower. Release any judgments. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. And this is the last one, so I want you to go as deep as you can. Exhale, down. Inhale, bring it up. Arms come back down to the side. Toes flip in. Again, hinging at the hips. Forward folding, keep maintaining your flat back. Coming down to your block. Releasing all the hard work you just did. Breathing here. Inhale, rising up. Coming to the top of your mat for Tadasana or mountain pose. So rooting through all 4 corners of your feet, top of your mat. Palms flip open at your side. Breathing here. Inhale, arms come up, gaze comes up. Exhale, your arms back down to your side. This time starting to put your weight into your left leg. And on the inhale, you're going to rise your right leg up with your arms. So inhale up, leg comes up, and exhale, left hand comes to right knee, opening up to the side for a twist. Again, your leg can stay down for the twist. It can rise up, you can extend it out. Whatever you feel you need to do to get a twist in standing position. And also a balance pose. Exhale, right leg comes down and shake it out. Just the arms. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, lower them down to your side. This time, put your weight into your right leg. And on an inhale, lift your arms and your left leg up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes to the left. And if you fall out, that's okay. Get back into it. Open up your left side body. And if you can, gaze comes to the back of you, gazing at your left hand. Exhale, lower, and shake it out. So then, moving into Malasana or yoga squat. So again, facing the front of your mat, your feet come into a V, toes hang off the mat slightly, hands come to heart center, and slowly lower down, keeping the tailbone tucked. And again, if you'd like to sit on your block here, feel free to do so. Otherwise, sinking down, elbows are on the inside of your knee, spine is straight, breathing deep here. Exhale, lower to the mat. You're going to take your right knee and extend it out. Left comes to the inner. Inhale your arms. And exhale, twist over your right leg. And exhale, come down, maintaining a flat back first. Then rolling the head and the shoulders in for knee to no pose. Feel free to give yourself a little massage here on the feet, the shin, leg. Just giving your body some love. Not judging what it looks like, just becoming curious and loving yourself. Inhale, slowly walk your hands up to an upright position. Inhale, arms come up through center. And exhale, fold for V stretch through the center. And you may want to grab your block, again, to rest your forearms on. Lowering down for a forward fold through the center. Inhale, slowly walking back up. We're moving into a dynamic movement called Baby Wild Thing. And you can choose to do it seated and just move your arm, or the full expression would be to inhale and put your left hand back behind you. Inhale, hips and arm come open, opening the chest. Exhale, sweep the arm through, back to your right leg. And inhale, coming up. And exhale, sweep through. Do that 3 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sweep. Last one. Inhale, open. And exhale, round through the spine and sweep through. Now switching sides. Left leg is extended. Inhale, your arms come up. Exhale, twist over the left leg. Hinge at the hips and fold over that left leg. Head coming last for knee to nose pose on the left side. Massaging the feet here, giving the left leg some love. Inhale, slowly walk up your left leg. You might want to grab your block as we inhale the arms. Exhale through center for V stretch. Lowering down any amount you're comfortable with. Inhale, come up. Taking baby wild thing on the left side, right arm comes back behind. Inhale your left arm up and extend your hips up. And exhale, sweep through. Do that 4 more times at your own pace. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, sweeping. Moving now, once you've come to your last baby wild thing, moving into child's pose. So knees can come wide on your mat. You can pull them in and melting your chest and head down. Elbows can bend here if you'd like, and interlace the fingertips, taking the thumbs and massaging your neck. We hold a lot of fear and tension in the neck, and it's nice to give our bodies some love and opportunities to release the tension. So letting your tension melt away as you massage your neck. Slowly coming up. When you're ready. And moving into butterfly pose. So coming back to seated, feet coming together. Your feet can be close to your body or farther away. And hands can come under the heels to maintain a straight spine here. And exhale, you can bend and hinge at your hips any amount. You can put your hands on your block, whatever you feel you need to do here. Inhale, walking your hands up, taking your block out of the way if you used it. You may need to scoot up towards the top of your mat and grab the outer edges of your feet and rock back into happy baby. So opening here, and feel free to rock or keep your baby still. Do what you need to do. Exhale, the heels come in. Bring the knees into the chest. Give a little squeeze. And you again can rock and massage the low back if you'd like. Then take your knees to the right, dropping them. Arms can open to a T and gaze can come to the left. Keep your shoulder blades on the ground. Breathing here. Inhale, your knees come back to center. And move to the left this time. And your gaze can come to the right. Knees come back to the center. Give them one last hug in. Exhale your right leg to the right corner of your mat. Left leg to the left corner. Your fingertips can start to massage your collarbones to relax as we move into our final resting pose, Savasana. Palms are up at your side. Begin to take some deep belly breaths here. I'm going to lead you through a guided meditation for the Savasana. So again, just relaxing and releasing any tension, breathing through the belly, and eventually letting your breath come to your natural rhythm. A lot of times we are aware of our judgment toward others and ourselves, but for whatever reason we can't seem to release it. When we judge, we close our heart and end up feeling alone and disconnected from ourselves and others. This meditation will take you through how to move from judgment to curiosity, from restriction to expansion, from a closed heart to an open one. Settling in, close your eyes if they aren't already. For the next 3 minutes, notice and slow your breathing. Relax. Know you will have thoughts, and the goal here is not to get stuck or attached to any one of them. It's simply to observe. If you find yourself lost in any one thought or feeling, gently bring yourself back to your breath. Taking this time to observe and release. A reminder to come back to this moment and this breath. I will start by taking you through a visualization exercise. Keeping your eyes closed in this resting position, begin to thank your awareness of your judgmental thoughts and feelings. Thank your heart for protecting you in times it needed protection. Know it is safe to open your heart and now allow peace, curiosity, and love to flow in. Knowing it's now time to let go of your judgments. Breathing into this truth, allowing curiosity to seep in, I invite you to envision a bright white light behind your eyelids and starting to surround your body. You may lift your heart higher to this light and feel your chest and heart open up to it. Lift the crown of your head ever so slightly to it, feeling this warm light behind your eyelids and within your body. Let this light and warmth pour in and all around you, within you, all over you. Breathing in this light. Feel it circulate to every inch of your body. Continue here, envisioning and feeling this white light. If you start to lose the light, invite it back. Now becoming curious and seeing this white light extend past your body. Extend past your aura, to your friends, to your family, to the people in your community. Delving further to strangers you haven't yet met. Eventually envisioning the entire world engulfed in this white light. Remember that this light is always available to us. Our minds like to forget, but our souls remember. They remember this warmth and this feeling. Deepening the breath and remembering that you can take this light with you as you go about your day and see this white light reflected in the people you meet, knowing that the same white light within you is also within them. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, coming back into your body. If you'd like, take your fingertips and massage your ears. Your ears are connected to your vagus nerve, and massaging them helps relieve any anxiety and reawaken the body as we come out of this resting pose. When you're ready, roll onto one side. Taking the time to honor yourself here. Taking the time to thank yourself for making time for your practice today. Coming back up to seated. Hands can come to heart center. The light and love within me humbly bows and honors the light and love within you. Namaste.